Hey there guys, I am Bo Lorenzen, and today I'm taking you sailing in 360 stereo on my small Catalina 30-foot sailboat.
All lines loose. Release wheel lock. Engage reverse.
Before we can get going, we need to back out of here without hitting anything.
And as usually we get a lot of rough fork here. So hard of it. Get a little bit of wind. Clear. We're gonna come out here. And we're gonna initiate the turn.
All right, we're out and we didn't hit anything.
Forward.
But as we start driving forward, I'm gonna hurry up and tell you, I shot this in 360-degree stereo video. So make sure you watch it in a VR headset, and also try to sit on a office chair or something so you can turn around. You wanna be able to look behind you and look forward easily.
100 RPM.
This is the first time I've managed to shoot an extended 360-degree stereo video, so I'm very excited about it. And please take a moment to comment below and tell me how you experience this, how the experience is, what you might want to change. This is Marina Del Rey, and we're on our way out of the finca where I'm docked. By the way, the dog's name is Caramel. She's my little cavalier. Oh, that 100-foot purple boat next to us, that's big. Right side of the boat forward, you can see the large yacht that is docked at the fuel dock. That is basically the 7-Eleven gas station for boats. There's also a whole convenience store behind that big boat. I have no idea what it cost him to park there. But that large yacht is actually a visitor, so it doesn't belong in Los Angeles, but somebody drove it in for a visit to LA and been staying there for a couple of weeks. If you glance to the left, you'll see the lighthouse. I call that the fake Martha's Vineyards village because it's just built basically as a tourist trap, but it does look really pretty. And there's a bunch of reasonably good little restaurants and cafes in there. That's a good place to go. Getting a better look at that super yacht. I'm not sure when it becomes a super yacht, but that's big as far as I'm concerned. And over to the left, you're still seeing the fake Martha's Vineyard village. Sorry about the wind. How's a big boat? You are allowed to sail the boat in here, but I prefer to motor out so that I won't have to deal with both the sails and oncoming traffic. We're going to turn to the right up here to starboard, and that is the canal that takes us outside the breaking of the waves so we don't get stuck in the surf. And out at the end is the breakwater. You'll see that in a minute when we get there. Right now on the right side, which is also called starboard, the small sailboat is the Catalina. A very, very cool, I believe 60-foot carbon fiber sailboat. I've seen it out sailing a couple times, incredibly fast. That is a day sailor, but definitely in a price bracket that's a bit higher than mine. Super popular area. Not too many passports out today. Some days there are a lot more. Oops, there's another sailboat on the left. You can see on my flag, the wind is blowing him right in, where we're going to be turning straight into the wind coming out. That's going to be a convenient and easy place to set sails on this boat. So that's a furler. And I'm putting on what's called the out haul. Let's get a little more leverage. the end of the canal, and right in front of us is the breakwater. We're coming to starboard, which is going to take us down towards Santa Monica Pier. And on the right, it is very low after some of the storms, so I'm kind of reading to myself how much depth we have of water as we go out. There we go, we're out. Let's get the Genoa out.
Well, we have released the furler for the Genoa.
So I released the Genoa, and I'm going to come to the right side of the boat. Let's get that out. So that's the front sail. Boom. Just like that, the boat's going about 5 knots.
There. Engines off. So, we're doing 5.5 knots.
Definitely need to get a microphone with some better wind muffs, because the wind is really not sounding right in the microphone. Sorry about that. Right is Venice Beach. We're turning. Oh, that's shaking the camera. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's get that sail tightened up a bit. There we go. So now to the left is Venice Beach. We are still sailing. The boat is being steered by the auto helm right now, which is basically a compass that turns the wheel as the boat is sailing to keep the direction I punched into the compass or to the auto helm. Oh, now we're out by the tankers. And on the right side, we will see the sea lions. That's actually the marker for the tanker area. Also right under LAX, which is why we can hear the planes coming and going. As you can probably tell, the wind has dropped considerably. The boat is not leaning as much as we were before. We've turned, and we're on our way back. We've actually passed the Marina. This is the first time I've mounted the camera like this. The camera is sitting on top of a 3-axis gimbal, which is then attached to a light stand that I clamp to the bars holding the helm station. It mostly works pretty good. I think the camera should be a little higher so it's easier to see over the twin foot. You don't know this, but the edge of the boat is slanted, so where I'm sitting right now is slanted outwards, and when the boat is leaning to the right, that becomes a perfect place to sit. Later, when the boat is turning the other way, this edge on the other side of the boat will be a great place to sit. Also because you're sitting high and you can see traffic and what's going on around the boat easily. Much for wind. Into the right you see Santa Monica Pier again, and we are going to turn around and hope to catch a bit of wind back to the Marina. So I am turning the wheel to make a turn on the boat. Get ready on the other line first. What we're doing is we're releasing the front sail, and as we're turning to the left, the sail is going to help turning the boat. You see that here. So the sail is back-winded, and the boat is still turning. And then I'm going to let go of that, and I'm going to start pulling it in from the other side. There we go. That went pretty well. We lost too much speed though. I don't like losing speed when I turn. And for the reference, turning on the sailboat is called tacking when we do it into the wind like we did here. And behind us, if you look over the flag, is Venice, California. I've noticed that waves look different in stereo video than they do in flat video. You get more of a feeling of the big rolling waves because we have the little waves that you see on top here, but then you also see a long rolling wave that is kind a swell coming in from the Pacific. The Pacific is basically anything to the right now. That's traffic on the right side, the starboard. Another beautiful sailboat. Remember to wave to the skipper. So we're getting about ready to go back in. And I fired up the diesel and put it in forward on idle. And then we're gonna try to get that sail in. There we go. Furling sails works really well when you get the right angle to the wind. So you can see on my flag that I turned the boat into the wind, and the Marina is to the left behind us in order to get the right angle so the sail goes in easily. Now I'm going to tighten the boom so that the boom doesn't swing back and forth and hit me in the head. So that gets a good tighten. Now it's going to stay in place. And you can see the breakwater to our left. And Caramel got a blanket. It's a little bit cold this time of year. So now we're going to repeat and roll up the Genoa. Want to get a pretty tight roll so that it's not a loose flopping around thing. And that black fabric protects from UV so that the white fabric doesn't get ruined by the sun rays. that little yellow marker to the right? That's the middle of the breakwater. And so that is one of the starting points for the Wednesday night races, when people come after work and do a quick race out here in Wednesday night, and then beers after. There we go, we're coming around the breakwater. It gets a little rolly when the sails comes down. I love the light at this time of day. Houses on the hill to the right is Playa del Rey, and further down where there's no houses is the Los Angeles International Airport, LAX. Notice some of the markers are kind of hopping back and forth a little bit in the stitch. This is shot with the Kandao camera and stitched with the Kandao app, which I've been using because it's kind of drag and drop, throw your footage on there and get a stitch result. And we are getting the 3D feeling, the depth of the image, but I feel the stitch could be better. Like the little details right next to the camera, the helm station computer is way too close to the camera. But we kind of have to put the camera somewhere. By the way, in this area, you're supposed to drive to the right side, and in the middle of the canal, you can sail with sails up. But if you're on the power, like we are running on the diesel right now, you're supposed to be to the right or the left side, making room for sailboats in the middle. Oh, we're back at Martha's fake vineyard. It is pretty in the sunset though, ain't it? And over there to the right, backward to the right, you see the little air controller window. That is the Harbor Police and the US Coast Guard. Oh, look at that sunset. Wow. Wow, guys, if you're still here, make sure please like and subscribe. And please leave a note down in the comments and tell me you watched this in a VR headset. This should be able to play on any Meta Quest Meta Pro, or probably also the AppleVisionPro headset. I'm gonna let this video run by itself for the last few minutes as we turn down towards the canal towards where I live. Isn't this beautiful? I love pictures of this. I gotta tell you, I think I photographed that sunset at least 100 times. Different days, different clouds, different sunset. As we're turning down the finger where I parked the boat, I definitely should have had the camera a little more to the right and up higher to have it look over that canopy. That is definitely clear to me now. Please leave some comments in the notes. Let me know what we can do. I have more of these coming, and I want to make sure that you enjoy the videos. So leave some comments. Well, we're almost home. Caramel is dreaming about her dinner, which is already ready for her down in the galley. As soon as she gets tied up, there'll be dinner and a happy pup.